Hello, this is Joachim Gassen from the Open Science Data Center of TRR 266 Accounting for Transparency. In this very short bite-sized open science video, I would like to show you how to update your forked repository. For this, I'm using the example of our current Research on Corporate Transparency course. Here you see the repository that we currently have, and this repository is just relatively recently updated. So you see that a few minutes ago we actually updated this repository. You see the new commit in the scripts folder. I added a script, right? So a new script that now you might also want to have on your forked repository, right? So it's 4 minutes ago. And now let's take a look at the actual repo. So your forked repo, your forked repo here is there. You see that this forked repo doesn't have the updated file yet, right? It's linked to your repository name. In my case, this is a temp name because of course I also have the main repo. Now you see that our fork is one commit behind the master repo, so the upstream repo, that's the repo Joachim Gassen. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? So you can have a forked repository that is not up to date because, for example, you choose to have your own local changes in the repository and you don't want to merge the changes from the upstream repository, maybe because this would even generate merge conflicts that you would have to deal with. So there is no rule that you have to update your forked repository. But often you want to do this just to stay in sync with what's happening in the upstream repo, and this is also what we will be doing here in this little example. So to do this, you actually have to sync your fork with the upstream repository. The good thing is that there is actually an option to do this, and it's right there on the web page. So you have to click on this sync fork button that is in the on the page, right? So with this you can then pull the one commit that is in the major repo and sync this with your local repo. So here you see when you click sync fork, you also get the same information. Your current branch, your fork is out of date. You can update this by simply clicking on update branch, right? And this is what we're doing. We're updating. This takes a while, and now you see after reloading, we also now have the new script that was in the main repo, in the Joachim Gassen repo, that is now also available in our forked version. So we can now use this updated repo for our own coding pressure, and we can also pull these changes into our cloned repository that we either have locally or maybe in the CodeSpace cloud instance that I showed you in the other videos. I will show you in the next video how to actually pull these changes into your local clone. Stay tuned and thanks.